Back now to our main story, the continuing political row over the government's decision not to bar sex offender Paul Reeve from teaching. Reeve was arrested under Operation OR for accessing child pornography, and he was cautioned before being put on the sex offenders register. Operation OR was first set up in May 2002 after the FBI passed details to British police of 7,000 credit cards that had been used from the UK to buy images of child abuse on an American website based in Texas. Since then, police have been wading through a list of 5,000 people suspected of downloading child pornography. 594 have been cautioned to date, 1,455 have been convicted in court, and almost as many cases are still being investigated. Well, More 4 has been speaking to a man who, just like Mr. Reeve, says he was placed on the sex offenders register after police received his credit card details through Operation OR. On condition of anonymity, he says he fears for his safety. He talked this afternoon to Andrew Thomas, who asked him what he felt when he was first arrested.
It was a shock. I had no idea what was going on. At the police station, I just felt very, very cold. I had no idea what was happening. I had no idea why I was being arrested and what they were talking about.
And what did they accuse you of? Something to do with credit card details, wasn't it?
Yes, my credit card apparently had been used on a website in America that subsequently the FBI had let the police in this country know, and indeed in other countries. They'd given them the full list of names. The police in this country decided to investigate all, I think, something between that list, and I was round about number 2,500, I think. Your
computers were taken away.
Yes.
And they did find something on those computers, didn't they?
Yes, they found, I think, a total of 5 pictures in all. 4 of them were unexceptional pictures of children, and one was, as I understand it, a picture that they classified as a serious pornographic picture. I believe I know where those pictures came from, and contrary to what many people think, it's very, very easy to hit these things without meaning to. I was looking for a book that I remembered from way back, and I found it, and found also that it had been made into a film. I clicked on one of the links for that, and that's what I think those are the pictures that they found on my computer in the internet cache.
But you'll understand, you're sitting here, you're saying that your card details ended up on an
Yes.
American site by accident, that you knew nothing about child pornography, you'd never deliberately accessed anything. In fact, there was nothing, one picture which you claim didn't have anything to do with anything, and yet you effectively pleaded guilty on the spot by accepting a caution. If you were as innocent as you claim, why accept the caution?
That's a really difficult question. I think you have to understand a lot of things. One is that one of the things you want to avoid as much as possible is any kind of publicity. Another is because it's presented to you when you return to get the outcome of their investigations. It's actually, and I think this is quite a common occurrence, it's presented to you as an easy way out. It's a way of closing the thing. And believe me, when you've been through this, the one thing you want to do is to have the whole thing closed as quickly as possible. It's very hard for people that haven't been through this to understand how isolating it really is, and how difficult it is to get through this. And you basically, when you are offered this option, you clutch at it like a drowning man clutches at a straw.
But you must have understood that accepting a caution implied that you accepted some guilt and would lead to you going on the sex offenders register, which meant, by definition, that you classed yourself as a sex offender.
Yes, I understand that, and I'm not at all happy about it, but and I did say when I was cautioned that I accepted that my card had been used, not that I had used it. I could not deny that there were pictures that in those circumstances could be classified, or say a picture that could be classified as child pornography. It's something which I will maintain I accessed accidentally, but unfortunately if that's on your computer, then in the present state of the law you are in possession of child pornography. That by definition is an offence whether you intended to have it or not.
Now, you've done this interview with me, some would say brave, some would say foolish.
Yes.
Albeit anonymously.
Yes.
Why?
Somebody needs to say something about what it feels like to be in this situation. I think somebody needs to say something about the way in which this whole thing has rolled over people and damaged and destroyed lives. I think we need to get a sense of proportion, because my genuine fear is that we will catch the people who've had the momentary aberration, or have been, like myself, have been caught in some sort of identity theft or whatever. The people who are real predators on children would not fall for this kind of thing at all. This would not be their kind of thing.
Andrew Thomas there, talking to a man who, just like the PE teacher Paul Reeve, says that he did not access child porn on the internet but still ended up on the sex offenders register because he accepted a caution. Now, if you want to tell us what you think about that story, is it possible that some people on the sex offenders register really might be innocent? Should anybody on the sex offenders register ever be allowed to work with children or in schools? Well, you can contact us via our website, channel4news.com/more4news. That's it for us tonight. Do have a very good weekend and join us again on Monday. Bye-bye.